Hi, yogis. This practice is all about unwinding after a really long day. All you'll need is a comfortable place to practice and yourself. When you're ready, we'll get started. So, just starting in a comfortable position, you can sit on your heels. I love to just incorporate a cushion or a bolster. You can sit on a blanket or you can sit on the floor, whatever's comfortable. I like to switch out the cross of the legs so the opposite foot is in front and just allow yourself to move around in your body a little bit and just start to kind of arrive back into your physical self. I know if you're working remotely, you're kind of separated out. So it's nice to just draw yourself in. Go ahead and close the eyes. Feel into your hips, the legs, the ankles, the feet, the toes. And go ahead and bring the palms together to your heart center. Let the palms rub. And maybe a little bit faster. Create a little bit of heat with that friction. And then place the palms of the hands just over the eyes. Take 3 really full deep breaths here. Just finding yourself into darkness. Find yourself into stillness. Find your breath. Good. Circle the arms. Inhale, reach out. Turn the palms, bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, squeeze the palms together, reach the knuckles away. Feel an opening to your heart space, the chest. It's really tight to straighten the arms, keep a bend to the elbows. You just want to feel the shoulder blades drawing together, feel that broadening in your frontal body, your chest, your heart space. If it feels good to look up, look up. If it feels good to look down, look down. Find a sweet spot. And you're welcome to keep your eyes closed or you can open them. Fiona's going to get a little petting in. And then loosen the grip of the hands so the knuckles are the only thing holding the hands together and the fingers are interlaced. So you're kind of pulling the hands apart here. And you just let it be a little looser, bend to the elbows, and then just sway a little. And you release, circle the arms, inhale, big breath up. Look up, lean back. Feel an opening in the arms, and the shoulders, the underarms, the upper back. Good. Turn the palms, bring the hands behind the back once again. Interlace one finger over. Reach the knuckles back, straighten or don't straighten, whatever's comfortable for your body. Give yourself some really full, deep breaths. And then again, gaze can be wherever is most comfortable for your body and whatever draws a nice release. Move it around a little bit. And then begin to feel the base of the hands pull apart. And you're just holding on by the fingers and the knuckles. Maybe a bend to the elbows and just kind of move it around. Good. Release. Inhale, arms go up. Let the palms join. Hands to the heart. Close the eyes if they're open. Bow the chin to the chest. And take 5 breaths here, just recentering, reconnecting. Let the thumbs press into the sternum. Find a connection to your heart space, your heart center. Last couple breaths, set an intention for your movement this evening. So if it has been a really long week, work week, life week, a hustle week, recenter, come back in. Just a simple recenter, come back in. Allowing yourself to recenter. Come back in. Good. Go ahead and take the right palm down, reach the left arm up and over. Just take a nice, beautiful stretch to the side body. Breathe into that left lung, maybe look up, bend the right elbow, and just feel that extension from the left fingertips all the way down to your left hip. And allow it to just anchor you deep into the floor. Left sits bone, like you're growing roots deep into the earth, connecting yourself so you can extend through and open. Draw the left shoulder back, look up once again, deep breath in. And then exhale, bring that left hand down. You can hold on to the outside of the knee, rotate the chest towards the right side of your mat so you feel that action happening from the midsection of your spine, of your back body. And then maybe the left fingertips come onto the mat, right fingertips. And then you square the shoulders towards the side. Imagine you're getting really level and balanced in your shoulders, so shoulders aligning. And then you're rooting the hips, so you find the movement in the mid-back and that thoracic band of your spine, so where your ribs meet your spinal cord. Maybe you walk the fingers a little bit farther, so you're rotating towards the back of the room. Draw the right shoulder back. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. If you're on fingertips, press into the fingertips for that awakening into those sensory points. Good. Begin to crawl yourself back towards that right knee. Left hand finds your right knee, right arm reaches up and over. And just find your range of motion and breathe. I gotta tell you, after a long day, if you're sitting at a desk, nothing is yummier than some shoulders and side body stretches. Look up, lean over, way over, wiggle the fingers in the right hand, circle the thumb. Good, and then right hand down. Left hand comes out, recenter, circle the arms, big breath. Turn the palms, bring the hands behind the back. Once again, interlace the normal way. Reach the knuckles away, and then maybe lean back. Broaden the deltoid so you feel the frontal shoulders, that muscle kind of stretching. And that's the one just over time kind of hunches you forward. You want to recondition those muscles to be stretched and open. So over time they draw in. You want to always just be expanding them out. Last 2-3 breaths. And again, play around with the movement. And if you like the whole practice with your eyes closed, the whole practice can be done with your eyes closed. You can follow the sound of my voice. Good, release. Circle the arms. Turn the palms like you're pushing the air down, down, down. Left hand finds the mat, right arm reaches up. So you use that as a base of support. So not just your seat, but the left hand as well. Right arm reaches up and over. And you just feel the entire side intercostal muscles, those muscles around the ribs, just broadening, elasticity, stretching. Glance up or keep the eyes closed. Feel the right hip pulling down into your cushion, into your mat. So you feel that pull of gravity. And then that pull down allows you to really expand. So if you have a firm footing, you're able to just kind of find space, breathe into it, know that you have a little bit farther that you can go because you're supported in some way. Good, look up again, roll the right shoulder back slightly, and then go ahead and bring that right hand to the outside of the left knee. Use that to draw yourself towards the left side, feel the squaring of the shoulders, and you begin to feel kind of that pull into the back body, the muscles on either side of the spine. And you just set yourself up. So maybe this is it, or maybe you're going to walk the right fingertips out, left fingertips out. Really convince that right sits bone to stay grounded. So you're squaring the hips off, anchoring them down, and then you're allowing the rotation to come from your upper back, upper mid back. Lengthen through the spine, through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders back. Find your anchors through your fingertips, through your sits bones. A few rounds of breath here. Relax the gaze, soften the jaw. And then maybe you walk the hands a little bit more, like you're rotating towards the back of the room now. And it's a slightly constricted movement, so the breath is going to feel a bit trapped. So you really want to expand the breath just into every nook and crease of your body. Again, and then slowly start to walk it back. Right hand to the outer left knee, and then you're going to take that reach. So you're holding on so you can reach out. And then you can look up if you like. And breathe it wherever you feel it in your body. And go ahead and circle the thumb, wiggle through the fingers. Good. And then go ahead and release. Circle both arms, reach up. Turn the palms, hands behind the back, one finger over, so it feels a little wonky. Palms together or slightly apart, and then maybe the arms straighten. Take a stretch here, broadening the chest cavity. And feel the spreading of the collarbones. Maybe you look up, stretch through the throat, the scalene muscles. And if the hands rest on the floor, that's great. And then maybe you can kind of lean back a bit more. Soften the gaze, relax the jaw. And then you find those degrees that you can go deeper into. So you're warming up and loosening all those little bits. So now you can really tag in deeper. Good. And then slowly release. Circle the arms, big breath. Interlace the fingers, press the palms up, maybe one finger over. Side to side. Good, and then release. We'll go circles with the wrist, up, down, and then you want to feel as though you're reaching the wrist like as far away from the shoulders as you can. So you just take little circles, like you're drawing. Relax the hands, so you're just going up with the wrist, down with the wrist, up with the wrist, down with the wrist, and the wrists stay in line with the shoulders. Keep length through the arms. And then we'll switch directions, so forward you go. Relax the shoulders out of ears. Anchor your seat. And then switch directions, so slightly bigger circles, so medium circles. Long through the crown of the head. Notice your breath flowing. Switch directions, medium circles. This tends to be a favorite and least favorite of people in my classes. It gets you after a while, but just stick with it. Relax the mind, and then switch big circles this time. And again, try to relax the shoulders out of the ears, and you just find some nice fluid movement and motion, some ease with the joints. And last 3 that way. 1, and then we'll switch directions. So, and you might find one way is a little easier than the other. And just keep growing taller, like you're moving through water or air, and you're just light as a feather and you're floating. Keep reaching long through the wrist. 3, 2, 1. Down, up, down. Flex the hands. Inhale, drop the hands, lift up through the wrist. Down, up. Good. We'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Hands are going to tap down, tap the shoulders up, tap the shoulders down, tap the shoulders up, down, up, reach through the fingers, up through the fingers, down through the fingers, tap, tap. So we loosen and then we condition. So yoga is super interconnected. I know we see all these fancy arm balances and headstands and handstands and crazy acro stuff, but the root of the practice is one, a comfortable seat, and two, just your body being so connected from one point to the other that it can support anything and everything that you decide to do. Good, we'll go 10, 9, 8. I know some of you have already stopped, and that's okay. But hopefully you stuck with it because you can do it. You got this. Last one. Done. Good. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Up and down like a little bird. Loosen it out. Oh, God. Press the right palm forward, and just feel a nice little stretch there. In the forearm, relax the shoulders down. Good. Circle the thumb one way and then the other, and then shake it out. Right hand, left palm forward. Drop the shoulder. Relax the gaze, relax the jaw, circle the thumb. And then shake it out. Oh, feels so good. Wiggle the fingers. And then both palms can press forward. Maybe you go a little bit farther forward or a bit closer. And then you can just press the fingers and press the base of the hands away. Maybe that's enough, or if you like to go all the way down with the hands, if that feels good for your body, feel free to do it. Feels super good to my body, which is why I do it, but if you don't love it, don't do it. Your practice, your yoga. Lovely. Go ahead and release. Circle the wrist. Shake it out. So come on to hands and knees. We'll move the lower body a little bit. So palms press down. Waggle, wiggle. Shake it out. And then you're welcome to some cat-cow breaths. I feel like my cats have been on my yoga mat, so it's kind of a mess, but you can add in some cat-cow breaths, drop the belly, look up or around. If you're ready to move straight into down dog, feel free to move into down dog. So it's the end of the day, so you've probably done some sort of movement today, even if you've kind of been stagnant at your desk. You probably have walked around or walked to the restroom, so your body is warm. So you might just want to think it's a continuation of movement. So if you've been seated, just enjoy the upside down. Close the eyes, connect inwards. What feels good to you right now in this moment? Maybe it's cat-cow. Maybe it's down dog. Maybe it's a ripple forward, cat. Exhale, round, press back, down dog. Inhale forward, drop the knees, look up. Exhale, push the floor away. Lift, press back, down dog. One more, ripple forward, plank. Drop the knees, drop the belly, glance up. Pull the shoulders back, maybe shift right to left. Round the back body, curl the toes, press back, heels low, hips back. Soft bend to the knees so you feel the sitting bones pressing towards the ceiling and the back wall. Breathe in, breathe out. And full breath out. So it's really nourishing for the intestines and the internal body. It's just a full breath out. Good. Big toes together. Right leg lifts, big breath. Bend the knees as you exhale. Drop that left heel. Good. Right foot to the outside of the right hand. So if you're more mild this evening and you're in cat-cow, stay in cat-cow and just draw that right foot forward. So you come into a low lunge. And then we're just going to breathe here. So anchoring the right foot, toes forward. Press into the inner arch of that right foot so you feel the knee drawing inwards. And then I tend to like to check back on that back foot and just make sure the ankle's not rolling in or out. So you have the toes in line with the ankle in line with the knee. If you need to pad that left knee, go ahead and do that. Now, roll into the outer edge of that right foot and feel the pelvis sink down. Super subtle, external hip opener. So into the day, we're not trying to get into anything wild. You're just feeling into your body, reconnecting. Good. And then we'll draw the hips back, draw the toes forward, and come into a version of runner's lunge. Good. Step the foot down. Right hand to the inside. Curl the back toe under. Step the foot to the outer edge. So you're now into a warrior two sort of plane. So you can go heel to heel or heel to arch. Mine's a little bit wider, and you can keep it wider if you want. Right elbow to the inseam of that right knee. Right hand anchors you, left arm lifts up. Track the right knee forward, drop the hips, and just feel the inner opening of that right hip. Turn the palm, thumb moves towards the back of the room, wrap the arm to the lower back. If you want to go all the way around to that right hip, you can do that. Good. Unwind, reach forward, down, come to the ball of that left foot, right arm reaches up, take a twist. Good. Right hand down, left hand down, step it back, high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga, maybe hold here. 3, 2, squeeze the elbows in. Send the gaze forward, roll the shoulders back. Really root yourself and feel a lift as you take an in-breath. Exhale, toes curl, send it back, down dog. Like I said, nothing wild, pretty straightforward. You can also skip the down dogs and just take hands and knees. If you're here, left leg lifts, you can also do that on hands and knees. Right ankle, heel lifts, drops down, left knee lifts up. Breathe into your space. Good, one more breath. Left foot goes to the outside of the left hand, nice long stride. Drop the right knee down, both hands to the inseam of that left foot, uncurl the toe, take a check back, just make sure the toes are in line with the ankle in line with the knees. And then check that second toe, so the toe next to your big toe is in line with the eye of your kneecap. So if you find the foot's kind of pointing out, you want to just focus it in, anchor the sole of the foot, feel the knee hug in, and then drop the pelvis down so you feel gravity doing its work in your connective tissue. Good. Feel that right hip flexor getting a beautiful stretch. And see if you can lighten the load in the shoulders so you feel that separation of the redistribution of weight in your body. Good. Roll to the outer edge of that left foot. So the toes are going to stay pointing forward. You're just going to roll to the outer edge. And then feel the hips sink down even more. And then that begins to pull you into that external opening for the left hip. And your left leg is the ball and socket joint. So you feel a 360 sort of tug and ability to move in the hips. Good. And then draw the hips back, left toes point up, square out over that left leg. You can keep a pretty nice bend to it if you need. Lengthen through the torso, big breath. Exhale as you fold, relax the head, relax the neck, few breaths. And even in a stagnant position, notice those tiny little movements, those little bits that you can shift around by way of your breath and just really tiny, subtle movements. Yum. Okay. Left foot down, hands to the inside. Take a beat here. Curl the right toe under, lift the right leg, roll to the outer edge of that right foot. Toes are going to point towards the side. Heel toe the foot in and maybe check maybe a heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. Left leg just parallel to the floor. Left hand as a support. And then right arm's going to lift up. And you just find that opening in the side body, opening in the hips. Thumb moves away. Hand tracks to the lower back, or maybe you wrap around. And then you can kind of peel the hips back and then sink them down, but really anchor the outer edge of that right foot and then anchor the sole of that left foot. Feel an opening of the shoulders. So all of that work we did in the shoulders earlier, you just feel them just like butter, nice and loose and soft. Go ahead and release. Right hand lifts up. Right hand goes down, right hand down. You're on the ball of the right foot, left arm lifts up, and you find a really nice twist. And you can modify any of these positions that you want, or you can make them even more challenging. Good. Left hand down, right hand down. Right foot steps back to meet the left foot. Set it up, plank. Chaturanga, hold for 3, for 2, for 1. The ball of the right foot, the top of the right foot, left foot anchors. Press the palms, press the tops of the feet, look up. Big breath in. As you exhale, transition back to down dog, to tabletop, or to child's pose. A couple breaths. Good. Right leg lifts. Stack the hips. Inhale, open. Good. Right foot lands to the outside of the right hand. Left knee lowers down. Sink the hips. 2 breaths here. So we're going to do everything again, just a little quicker. Roll to the outer edge of that right foot. 2 breaths here. External hip opener. If you want to take it a little deeper, you can curl the back toe under, lift that left knee. Feel balance in the body. Okay, left knee lowers down. Draw the hips back. Square out over that right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. 2 breaths. Maybe you walk the hands so you're more angled towards the right side now, and you get into that right IT band. Relax the shoulders, walk the hands back. Right foot down, come into the outer edge of the left foot. Find your alignment, nice long stride. Right hand down, left arm up, inhale. If you want to take it a little deeper, maybe you bend that right arm. Left arm comes around, either find a half bind, or if you want to go for the full bind, yogi choice. But don't let that sacrifice anything that you've built and loosened in the upper body. And you find balance. So feel as though the legs are working not just by themselves, but with every muscle in your body. Everything's interconnected. Good. Unwind. Left hand down. Ball of that left foot. Right arm lifts up. Couple breaths. Good. Right hand down. Left hand down. Vinyasa, if you're vinyasaing. I won't torture you with the chaturanga hold, but you can take it if you want. And down dog for 3 breaths. Maybe you find stillness in that down dog. Maybe you find movement. Yogi choice. Good. Left leg lifts. Big inhale. Open. Nourish the hips. Find space. Breathe into it. Left foot to the outside of the left hand. Right knee down. Release the hands to where they're comfortable. Feel the hips sink to the earth. Left knee moves in. Now external, roll to the outer edge of that left foot. Feel a broadening into that left hip socket. Nice little tug pull. Good. Hips draw back, left toes draw forward towards your head. Inhale, breath. Exhale, fold. Maybe you're walking towards that left side and you feel similar to how we started, where you're kind of walking the body and you feel that in the mid back. Good. And foot goes back to neutral, hands square, curl the back toe, outer edge, anchor down, softness into the knee. You can heel toe that left foot over. Find your alignment. Left hand to the inside. Right arm lifts up. Any variation that you like here on extended side angle. And then just trust in the body, breathe here. As much integrity in what you don't see as what you do see. One more breath. Release, unwinds. Good. Right hand finds the mat. Come into the ball of that right foot. Left arm lifts up. And see if you can stretch through the lines of your body. What you think you can extend to, and discover even more extension. Good. Left hand down. Vinyasa, any which way you please. Three breaths in down dog. Full releasing breath out. Left leg lifts, inhale. Stack the hip, bend the knee, open here. And then left knee to the back of the left wrist for pigeon. Right leg's gonna extend back. Heel toe, so you're squared out towards the front of your mat. Same check from before, just make sure that right foot's drawn in and you feel length from the right toe all the way through the crown of the head. You can stay upright, or if you like to fold forward, you can fold forward. And then just subtle shift downwards or over, and you're just exploring all these tiny degrees of your flexibility and physicality. You feel the softening as you linger. And then maybe you want to explore going a little deeper. You can lift over towards the side, bring that left foot even more, and then come back in it. This rug sheds quite a bit, so maybe it was unwise to wear black pants. But you guys are a very forgiving audience, I know. Last few rounds of breath. Let the day melt away. As you look back over things that you did well, handled smoothly, and maybe reflecting on opportunities that you've had. And we don't want to linger on negative, but use those negativities as ways to grow. learning opportunities. And with that, empower your next steps. Good. So let's go ahead and press up, curl the back toe. You can take it into tabletop and just move it out a little bit, shift it out. If you're down dogging it, down dog you go, paddle and move. And then right leg lifts, big inhale, stack the hip, bend the knee open. And then right knee behind the right wrist, send it back, heel toe, find your edge. Check how straight your heel and your ankle and all that good stuff is. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, once you're ready. Find your way closer to the earth. Close the eyes, relax the jaw, settle. And then notice where you're feeling loose, feeling at ease. And then maybe just let go a little bit more. And settle into that space that feels really quiet. Swim around in it. And find the sunshine and the sea, the soft breeze. And just swim. If you want to go a little deeper, you can shift to the right side, heel toe that right leg a little bit farther towards the top of your mat and come back into it. Re-square the hips, square the shoulders. And then you're noticing intensity. If you are, what is that intensity? How is it resonating in the body? And then your sunny sea, sand, beautiful day, like what does that transition into when you feel intensity? Can you come back into the peacefulness of the moment? Can you detach from the intensity and annoyance? And then you make that your moment to swim around in. Slowly coming back up, press the palms. Send it back. If you're going tabletop route, go tabletop route. If you're going down dog, go down dog. Maybe it's a ripple into one last chaturanga. Breath to every movement. Connect the sequence. Okay, you're going to bring the knees down. Toes are going to curl under. So we're going to move into rabbit pose. So I want you to be really gentle, anything in the neck, anything in the shoulders. So this positioning, the chin tucks in, and then you find that space. So if you put your hand to the base of your eyebrows and then the hand rolls, the sturdiest and strongest part of your head is where your middle finger will land. So that's what you want to kind of guide here on your mat. If you're uncomfortable doing anything where the head meets the floor and you're stretching, I got you. Hands can go to your knees and you're just going to round here. If it's uncomfortable in the feet to stay in that positioning, you can always go here and just lean back. And that's a really yummy stretch for the back body as well. If you're moving into rabbit, you can curl the toes under, set yourself up, chin goes in. You're going to draw that middle space down, down, down till you connect to the earth. Then you can either grab for behind the thighs or the outer edges of the feet, tuck in, Forehead as close to the knees as you can go. And then you're going to lift the hips. And breathe. Feel the drawing of the hips forward, so that stretches the shoulders, stretches the mid-back, stretches the upper back, stretches the back of the neck. One more, full breath in, full breath out. And then go ahead and sit the hips down, keep the head down, uncurl the toes, and wherever you are, let's meet in child's pose. Forehead towards the earth, palms pressed down. Beautiful. Slide forward on your belly. You're welcome to a traditional shavasana on your back, arms and legs apart. You can also go against the wall with the legs up the wall, or at the end of the day, end of a week, especially when you've been putting a lot of energy out via a lot of virtual conference calls or phone calls or meetings or just work, life, everything, nourish inwards. So I'm recommending the shavasana downward facing. So palm on palm. Third eye meets the back of the hand. Relax the head down. Get nice and long through the back of the neck so you feel the crown of the head reaching forward, forward, forward. So you might have to adjust a few times to find your sweet spot. Check out the hips. Maybe a bend of the knees as you windshield wiper the legs. Feel like this is a fan favorite. Good. And then curl the right toe under, lift the heel, pull, uncurl left. Toes curl under, pull the heel, lower down. Find your shake out, relax the shoulders. Breath in. Lengthen. Breath out. Relax the arms. Relax the legs. Breath out. One more breath in. And breath out. Shavasana. You're welcome to stay here longer. If you're ready to move on, you can bend the knees, windshield wiper the legs, sway it out. And slowly transitioning yourself into a comfortable seat. And bring the palms together to your heart space. Taking a moment here of gratitude for yourself, for your week, for all of the things that you do and accomplish and the challenges that you overcome, the life that you lead. Namaste.